Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leila. In this video, I will tell you about some useful apps that can be used here in Sweden, and I think that everyone should have it. Some of these apps are suitable for tourists as well. So if you want to learn more about these apps, keep on watching. One of the first and I think most important apps in Sweden is Mobilt BankID or Mobile Bank ID. With the help of this app, you can identify yourself digitally in different places, for example, in banks, governmental places, or any other actors that require your personal ID. Another important app that I think is very useful is called Kivra. Kivra is an app where most of the public actors can send you a letter and everything is stored in one place. So for example, Swedish tax agency or Swedish migration board or Swedish social insurance agency send you letters and everything is appearing in this app. I think it's very useful and it helps a lot because you don't need to store all of these papers at home physically, but everything is in one app. I think it's brilliant. Another app is called 112 app, 112 appen. It's super useful. I love this app. And what is so cool about it? When something happens in Sweden, you call 112 if you want to call the police or if you want to call the emergency. It's like in the US, people have 911 and in Sweden, the correspondence is 112. So this 112 organization, they have their own app that you can download on your phone. When you call 112 through this app, it will share your geo position. You don't need to say, hey, I'm here and I'm here, can you please come? Because sometimes you don't even know where you are or you don't know the name of the street. And what is also so good about this app is that if you have your notifications on, it will send you automatically some notifications if something is happening in your area. For example, if there is a fire somewhere close to you, to where you are, it will send you a notification that, okay, be careful, somewhere in your area there is a fire. Another good app that can be good to have in your phone is called 1177. It's also a governmental app. It's an official app that is provided by Swedish healthcare, and this is a place where you have all information about different diseases. Okay, maybe not all information, but general information about the diseases, general information about the symptoms. And they also have an advisory function. For example, in Sweden, if you feel sick, instead of going directly to your healthcare central or to the hospital and you are not sure whether you need to go there or not, you can call this number and talk to a nurse and ask her or him what you should do and how you should do. So you call them and you ask for advice and they will tell you what you should do, what they think can be done. Maybe they can also advise you for some medicine if it doesn't need to be prescribed by a doctor. It's totally free. You don't need to pay anything and you don't need to identify yourself. You don't need to provide Swedish personal number or anything. So they have it in a web version, of course, and they have it in the app version. Swedes love digital products and they also love creating them. One of the recent apps that has appeared on Swedish app market is called Cree. This is an app that you can use if you want to visit or meet your doctor digitally through an app, through a video. You can meet a doctor, you can meet a nurse or a psychologist. You can simply just book a time and then you meet your doctor. I think it's a very useful app since sometimes you do not have time or possibility to go to a hospital or to go to a healthcare central, especially now during the corona times. If you are thinking of visiting Sweden or living here, it's a good idea to download a local transportation app. Every county has its own transportation app. These apps usually work super good. For example, here where I live in Stockholm, we have an app that is called SL, and I can use it basically for every place. In this app, you can see the schedules for the buses, underground, boats, commuter trains, and yeah, I think that's it. Right now we don't use helicopters, but if Sweden or Stockholm used helicopters, I'm sure that they would have this schedule in the app as well. If you don't like using public transport or if you find it uncomfortable, you can definitely think of downloading an app called EasyPark. If you use your own car or if you rent a car, you need to park it somewhere, and of course you need to pay your parking fee. And this is the app through which you can pay your parking fee, because more and more these parking fee machines, or what they are called, I don't know, they are disappearing. Instead, you pay your parking fee in this app. Now, I want to give you an advice. Just because you do not see these parking machines, it doesn't mean that you don't need to pay your parking fee. Download this EasyPark app and pay your fee and live just with peace. Because if you don't pay this fee, you can have some problems. And these problems may cost you, well, I heard some people paid like 1,000 krona or sometimes 1,200, which is a lot of money. In euro, it's like 1,000 krona is 100 euro. Trust me, you want to use this money for something fun and not just for a stupid parking fine. Pay your fee and be happy. Another app in the area of transportation is called Aimo. Aimo, what they write on their website, is Stockholm's first electric car share. So this app works only in Stockholm. And how does it work? The only thing you need to do is just you download this app on your phone, you book a car, and then you drive. And everything is included. Parking fees are included. There are no toll fees and no fuel fee. One of my favorite apps in Sweden is Karma. Karma is an app where you can buy food that would have been thrown away. Sometimes restaurants or cafeterias, they make too much food, and in the end of the day they need to get rid of this food somehow, because to the next day it can be old according to the restaurants. And instead of throwing away, they sell it on Karma. Now, it doesn't mean that you are buying bad food, you are buying rotten food or something like this. Absolutely not. Sometimes you can buy super fresh salads, baking things, super fresh buns, and they are tasting super good. By using Karma, you are preventing swine behavior, you are saving food, and you are saving planet. Another of my favorite apps in Sweden is called Tradera. So Swedish people love buying second hand. They love the idea of saving planet and of saving nature. And instead of buying new clothes, instead of buying new furniture, they think that it's good to reuse something that can be reused. And Tradera is an app where you can buy or sell some of your old things that you are not using anymore, but that you think can be given a second life. Tradera, from the beginning, it was a website, but of course they have created an app, and I personally think that the app is much better than the web version. That's why I'm recommending it here. I have personally used this app and I have sold things, and I think it works perfectly fine. It's a nice way to get some extra cash. Swish, the last app that I'm gonna mention today. Swish is a super popular app that is used here in Sweden, and almost everyone are using it. So the population in Sweden is 10 million, and there are 8 million of Swish users. If you do not count the infants, if you do not count the children, if you do not count probably elderly people who do not know how to use this app, so basically everyone is using it. I think it's a must here in Sweden if you think of moving here, if you think of living here. So what is Swish? Swish is a mobile app for instant payments. If you send money between one bank account to another bank account, it usually takes 2-3 days, probably 5 days, depending on the bank. But by using Swish, you can send this money in just milliseconds, and it doesn't really matter which bank you are using. From the beginning, this app was created for just ordinary people, so they can send money from one person to another. But now even businesses are connected, so sometimes you can go to a store and pay by using Swish. So guys, for today I am done with the apps. Let me know in the comments what you think about these apps. Do you have any other apps that are very useful here in Sweden? And if you think so, please let me know in the comments below. I will be happy to read your comments. And if you like this video, please like it, hit that like button, and see you next time.